Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you how to make these amazing pumpkin pancakes. They are so delicious. They're so buttery and crispy on the edges. They're light and fluffy and they're so easy to make. I love them so much and I'm sure you're going to love them as well. So check out the full list of ingredients down below in the description box and let's get started. Let's make some pancakes. We're going to start off in a medium bowl with our melted butter. Make sure you let it cool a little bit first, and then we're going to add our sugar. I used light brown sugar and white sugar, but if you don't have brown sugar, then you can just replace it with another tablespoon of the white sugar. I also added an extra teaspoon of each because I like my pancakes a little bit sweeter, but that is totally optional. So we're just going to give that a quick whisk, and then we're going to add our pumpkin puree. You want to make sure that you have 100% pure pumpkin, and you can find the canned pumpkin in the baking aisle of your grocery store. And now we're just going to start whisking this in, and we're going to pour in our buttermilk at the same time. If you don't have buttermilk, you can just add a teaspoon of lemon juice to your regular milk and use that. And once we have a nice smooth consistency, we're going to add in our egg. I always like to break up my yolk first and just give it a good smash, and we're just going to whisk this in until the egg is fully incorporated into our batter and everything is nice and smooth again. And once we've done that, we're going to add our pumpkin pie spice. If you don't have pumpkin pie spice, you can just use cinnamon. And we're also adding some vanilla extract and a little bit of salt to bring out all of those flavors. And give this a good whisk until everything is incorporated. And then we're going to move on to adding our baking powder. And we're adding a lot of this because this is what's going to give us a really fluffy pancake. So once we've whisked that in, we're going to add our last ingredient, which is flour, and I'm adding it in 2 parts, and I'm just going to stir in the first part with my whisk just until I don't see any more raw bits of flour. And then after that, I'm going to add in my second half of flour, and I'm going to switch over to a rubber spatula because our batter is about to get a lot thicker. So I'm going to just take my time folding that in, but making sure not to over mix. You want to stop as soon as you don't see any more streaks of flour in your batter. And it's okay if you have lumps in it. Actually, a lumpy pancake batter is preferred. And yeah, we're just going to be left with this nice and luscious, thick, lumpy batter. And now it's time to make our pancakes. So heat up your pan or your griddle over low heat and melt some butter on it. You want to make sure that your heat is on low because if it's any higher than that, your pancake is just going to burn on the outside before it cooks on the inside. And I'm using a 1/2 cup measuring cup to measure out my pancakes just so I'm sure that they're all about the same size. And I'm using my spoon to help spread it out a little bit because this mixture is super thick. Trust me, it needs a little bit of help. And I'm going to cook it on the first side for about 3 minutes, and you're not going to see any of those bubbles at the top that would normally indicate for you to flip it. It's just going to start to set around the edges, and once those 3 minutes are up, we're going to carefully flip our pancake, and let's see it. Oh, there it is. Beautiful, golden, crispy on the edges, and we're going to cook it on the second side for about a minute or so. And I do want to say that this mixture only makes about 5 pancakes, but if you want them a little bit smaller, then you can use the 1/4 cup to measure, and that should make you about 10 pancakes. Or you can always just multiply the recipe by 2 or 3 and make as many as you want. And that is it. That is our pumpkin pancake. Let me know in the comments below if you make these and how yours turn out. Also, let me know what you like to top them with. If you like to just sprinkle some powdered sugar on top or just spread them with some jam or jelly. My mom always likes to eat them that way. Or if you like them how I do, with a good dollop of some butter and drenched in maple syrup. that is all that I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any future videos. I post every Wednesday and Saturday. Also, follow me on Instagram for more food content, and I will see you next time.